Now the next thing newbies say is, what do? I always run out of things to say. If you're a newbie, and if you run out of things to say, do these three main things. Number one, write this down, okay? If you run out of things to say, number one is make statements. Don't ask questions. Make statements. What is a statement? A statement is when you share your opinion or your thought about something. Make statements. Most conversations die because you ask too many questions. You're like, hey, where are you from? What's your name? How old are you? Oh, that's cool. What do you do for fun? Where do you go to school? That could work if you do it awesome. If you're a fucking boss, you can do it. Hey, where are you from? What do you do in life and shit? By the way, how old are you? Like 12, 15, 25? All right. What are you studying in school? If you do it really well, that could work. If you're a boss when you do it. But if you're not there yet, it's okay. You're not there yet. Try to avoid asking questions. Try to make statements. So a statement is this. How old are you would be, you look like you're somewhere between 100 and 12. That's a statement. But it sounds like a question. What nationality are you? Look like you're Italian. I'm guessing you're Italian. I'm thinking Italian. By your hair, your curves. It's a statement. What do you do in life and shit? that would be something about you says naughty nurse, but I can't put my finger on it. Right? It's a statement. Just turn your questions into statements. It's a lot less needing. You're less desperate. You don't have to ask for value. You're giving a joke. You're giving an opinion. You're giving a story a little bit. The other thing you do is, again, also tell stories. So number two is tell stories. Any guy who tells a story is he's offering value in some way. He's going up and he's not just standing there waiting for the world to happen to him. He's walking up and making it happen. In RSD, we call that the cause, not the effect. You're at the cause of the environment, making something happen. Because most sets go bad because you walk up and you stop making something happen. You walk up, you're engaging for a minute, and then you kind of just retreat into the background. I don't know what to say. I ran out of things. I'm in my head. Judge, guilt. And it's just this downward spiral, right? So you just tell a story. If you're doing day game, have a story. I used to have a story that would tell like, hey, this crazy thing happened. I went to the donut place over here and I had a muffin and a donut. And I walked outside and this homeless guy asked me for change. And you know what? I didn't have any, so I gave him a chocolate chip cookie, chocolate chip muffin. And I walk away, and this motherfucker put it in the garbage. Can you believe that? I turn around, see him put it in the garbage. It's not that cool of a story, but it's like, at least I'm sharing an experience. I'm sharing some information about my life. I'm sharing something I just went through. Okay? Have a story in the back of your mind. Maybe one or two. You don't have to use them, but if you ever get stuck, and you're like, it's been silent for 20 seconds now, and I don't know what's going, and she's looking around, and I'm looking around. Story. Can I make it one? No, it's better if it's a real story. Story even of your day, how you got here today. Oh, that was crazy. You know, I jumped over this homeless guy in the ditch. Then I felt bad. It was like the homeless Olympics. It was like a hurdle. We all face challenges in life. You know, I'm making some stupid thing up, but like, tell a real story that you experienced, either what the day or the week. It could be a real story that you just throw in the blanks. Just fill in the blanks. Because if you're brand new, you're so unused to having conversations with people. You don't know what a conversation really is in that way. To have with a girl, and just sharing good emotions. Sharing a story that makes you smile when you say it. A story that makes you feel good in your body when you share the story. And that way, it's a story that she appreciates. And you have fun telling it. If it's a story you're like, you know, on the way over here, I decided to catch the 42 bus, and it took a while to come. And I finally got on. There was no seats available, so I had to stand. And then I got here to this seminar about personal development, dating, and motivation. And you don't feel very good in your body when you tell a story. You want to tell a story that puts a smile on your face. That way you feel good, you enjoy doing it, and she can kind of get that feeling of goodness off of you as well. So number two is stories. Number three, just to recap again, number one is what? Statements. Number two, stories. Number three is cold read a little bit. Cold read or tease. These are very, very old school techniques, okay? The cold read is where you look at a girl and you try to understand what she's about. So I'm like, this guy, awesome beard, looks very naturey, cargo shorts, probably get out, maybe hike a little bit every once in a while, or do some physical activity. Am I right? Okay. I'm actually right or am I wrong? I'm actually right. Okay, so I guess I'm okay. Sometimes you're gonna be wrong. A cold read is where you look at somebody and make a general statement about them, not their appearance. Like, you look, you have a beard. The fuck is that? Shave that shit, right? Your beard's awesome, by the way. Your beard's actually awesome. I can't grow a full beard. My beard gets longer than this. It looks like big mountain clumps, and there's space in between in valleys. It's very strange. Okay, very, very strange. It's not as bad as the max pubic hair beard that he had like 2 years ago, but it's very strange. It's very bad, my beard, okay? His beard has grown in now, it's amazing. So anyways, the point is, I look at him and I make some sort of general assumption about him or his life. Like, hey, you look like you blah, blah, blah. I'm getting the feeling that you ... You seem like the kind of person that ... Kind of like what a psychic does very badly. You know, like a psychic makes like general statements about you. Like, you know, I bet you're going through some really hard times in your life in the past, but somehow you look deep down inside and you figured out how to get through it. And you're really proud about yourself. And I can see it on your face. That's a general statement about everybody. Everybody's had that in their life. That's what a cold read is. You read somebody off of their expression. A cold read here can be like, you know, some of you guys in the back look a little tired and exhausted, and that's because there's so much great information coming at you. You just don't know how to take it in. It's just so much good stuff, and it's awesome. And you guys are really loving it, and you're psyched to even be here. And it's not even tiredness on your face. It's engagement. You're focused. You're zoned in. It's a cold read. You know what I mean? So cold reading is a very, very interesting skill because it allows you to engage with the person in front of you. You can practice it. You can have like 3 or 4 cold reads, and they apply to most people. Okay, cold reader. Cold reader. Look at her expressions on her face. Look at how she's dressed. Look at how she talks, how she moves her body, the type of things she talks about. And make a generalization, and a question or an assumption, a generalization. Not in an offensive way, but like in a way that you're interested about her. And the next thing I'd say for a guy, if you're a newbie, the next 4th verbal skill is to just actually tease a little bit. Tease every once in a while. Good old push-pull. The problem that most newbies have is that they are too nice. They're just too nice. Most guys, you guys are sweethearts. You guys are sweethearts. A couple dudes here, it's a cultural thing, a couple dudes here tried to kiss me on the cheek when they came in. Nice dudes. Sweethearts. So nice. But have been hurt, have been crushed, have been mistreated, have pain with women. Okay? So as a new guy, one of your major problems is you're just too nice. You're too nice to people that don't deserve it yet. You take too much shit from them. They dismiss you, and you try to be nice to them again. All right? A girl's like, fuck off, we're lesbians. Like, but I'm really nice. Right? Like, don't negotiate with emotional terrorists. Trump! No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I'm not American, I'm Canadian. I'm not American, I'm Canadian. I'm curious what other people think about Trump, though, and the rest of the world.
Nazi.
Wow, Nazi. Okay, that's interesting opinions. I'm open to all kinds of opinions. I listen to everything. I want to understand what all people think. So let me finish this point and I'll get to it in a second. So with the cold reads, okay, sorry, not the cold reads, with the teasing, one little push sometimes would help. One little push, one little tease would balance it out. Because right now, you're so nice, okay, you're afraid to be an asshole. You're uncomfortable making a negative expression, a negative spike. A girl needs a full range, positive and negative, to go home with you, to like you, to date you. She needs to know you have a spine. She needs to know you have a spine. She needs to know you have a backbone. She needs to know you're not a leaf in the wind. That's my leaf in the wind impression, by the way. I'm a leaf. She needs to know you're not a leaf in the wind, okay? And one little push, one little tease can let her know that. She can know all this stuff through one little tease. So as a guy, work this into your conversation. Okay? How do you tease a girl? You basically just talk to her like she's one of your bros. Like if one of your bros came and he was wearing like a shirt that looked like a doily or like a curtain, you'd be like, hey, nice curtain shirt, bro. And then you would change the subject. You wouldn't stay on it, right? If you're one of your boys who's like, oh man, I don't want to go to that movie. I'm so tired from work. You're like, haha, sucks to be you, bro. And you change the subject. You don't have to call girls bro, by the way. But I just said, aha, sucks to be you. Change the subject. One little tease, one little push. Okay, she's dancing. You're like, are you dancing? Is that what that is? You're adorable. You're cute. You're adorable. Or she's like, one I got from Owen is, what's one I got from Owen? It's, the girl asks a silly question that you don't want to answer. She's like, so what's a silly question a girl would say? It could make sense. Could be for a good reason she asked that. She actually wants to know how old you are. What?
What's your car?
What sort of car do you have? Okay, I'll just say that. What sort of car do you have? And Owen goes like this. I like that. It's like the question is so stupid, I'm not even going to answer it. It's just like, like that. So that is like, what I'm saying is one little push, one little tease that can help out. So those are the 4 verbal things that you can do.
He's a reaction to Madison, and now he's fucked. Oh no. That's really how the rap song goes in my head when I get I see them following it, I'm like, oh no. Oh no. Boss. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved from the balls.